Welcome to Narrations, where tonight we explore the terrifying mystery of the Autopsy of Jane Doe, a film that proves the dead can hold secrets darker than life itself. Prepare yourself for a story of mystery, suspense, and supernatural horror that will keep you on edge from the first incision to the final revelation. The story begins with a grim discovery: a young woman's body, perfectly preserved and unidentified, found in the basement of a crime-ridden house. The house is a scene of horror, signs of struggle, bodies, and ritualistic symbols hinting at an evil presence. Father and son coroners, Tommy and Austin Tilden, are called in to perform an autopsy. They are experts in their field, used to the grotesque and the macabre, but nothing can prepare them for what they are about to encounter. As Tommy and Austin begin the autopsy, the corpse, nicknamed Jane Doe, appears physically flawless but unnervingly cold. Every examination reveals anomalies: a mysterious bruise that changes color, unusual internal injuries, and signs of trauma that defy explanation. Austin, the younger coroner, notices these subtle inconsistencies first. They seem minor, almost dismissible, but they escalate quickly. The father and son debate and exchange their professional opinions, their routine dissecting giving way to unease. Strange things begin to happen in the morgue. Doors close on their own, lights flicker, and unexplainable sounds echo through the walls. Austin starts documenting everything meticulously, aware that something is wrong beyond the ordinary. Each layer of Jane Doe's body tells a more disturbing story. Burns appear on her skin in places that were untouched moments before. Internal injuries contradict external appearances. Tommy, experienced but increasingly unnerved, begins to feel that they are not alone. It is as if Jane Doe herself is aware, resisting the intrusion into her secrets. Meanwhile, supernatural events intensify. A sudden fire erupts in the morgue, cutting off escape routes. Phone lines die. Austin finds cryptic messages carved into the walls, a warning that their investigation has awakened something malevolent. The tension escalates as the night deepens, and the boundaries between life, death, and the supernatural blur. The Tildens attempt to maintain their professionalism, but fear grips them. The corpse seems to react to their movements. Objects in the room move inexplicably. Austin's flashlight swings wildly, shadows stretch unnaturally, and the air grows icy. Even Tommy's steadfast demeanor falters as the horror becomes undeniable. In a shocking twist, it becomes apparent that Jane Doe's death was not natural. Her body carries the evidence of ritualistic murders, each injury inflicted with purpose, and each detail hints at a darker, ancient evil. The coroner team realizes that Jane Doe may have been a vessel, a focus of supernatural forces that defy human understanding. As the autopsy continues, Austin suffers hallucinations. He sees visions of Jane Doe's final moments, screaming silently, her eyes wide with terror. Tommy finds cryptic notes in her personal belongings, hidden inside her clothing, suggesting a cult or dark ritual. The mystery deepens, revealing that Jane Doe is linked to events far older and more sinister than anyone anticipated. The tension reaches its peak when supernatural forces physically intervene. Equipment malfunctions violently, objects fly across the room, and the walls themselves seem alive with malevolent energy. The father and son team struggles to maintain control as Jane Doe's body begins to react violently, defying the laws of biology. Amidst the chaos, Austin pieces together the timeline. Jane Doe was murdered in a ritualistic fashion intended to invoke evil forces. Her body is cursed, and any attempts to interfere with it awaken her wrath. Tommy realizes too late that they have become trapped in the morgue with a force far beyond their understanding, and the night becomes a terrifying battle for survival. In a desperate attempt, Tommy tries to preserve the body and contain the evil, but Jane Doe's influence grows stronger. The supernatural presence begins manipulating the environment to terrorize them. Every corner hides a threat, every shadow is alive. The Tilden struggle becomes more desperate, and their fear palpable. As the climax approaches, Austin and Tommy confront the realization that Jane Doe is a conduit, her body a living vessel for a supernatural force that cannot be contained. The horror escalates, leading to shocking and fatal consequences. The father and son are forced to reckon with the evil they have awakened, and survival seems impossible. The final moments leave the audience questioning what is real and what is beyond comprehension. Jane Doe's secrets remain largely unresolved, her body returning to silence, but the impact of her presence lingers. The Tilden's ordeal serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries of death are not meant to be solved, and some bodies carry the weight of malevolence that cannot be escaped. The Autopsy of Jane Doe is a masterclass in slow-burning horror, blending suspense, claustrophobia, and supernatural terror. Its tension builds incrementally, and the story's power comes from the interplay between the ordinary procedural and the extraordinary supernatural. Every scene draws you deeper into dread, every discovery fuels fear, and the film leaves you thinking long after the credits roll. Thank you for listening to Narrations. If this story sent shivers down your spine, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more full-length horror narrations this October. And remember, some doors are better left unopened, and some hands should never be touched.